Hello. Today I would like to do a video on the police random checkpoints. That's where they pick a spot in town and they set up a blockade and they stop every car that comes their way and they search it to try to see if they can find anything illegal. I'd like to start with a disclaimer so that people don't misinterpret my point of view. I am not anti-law enforcement. I'm not anti-police. Police are very necessary in society. Otherwise, it would be total chaos, and it would be everyone fending for themselves. It would be chaos. I actually wanted to be a policeman pretty much my whole life growing up. This is not an anti-law enforcement statement. This is opposition to one thing that is routinely being done. The random checkpoints, they stop every car that passes their way. The theory is maybe some of these people perhaps may have something illegal or may be doing something illegal. Sometimes the checkpoint is the sobriety checkpoint to see if someone's been drinking. And they use the argument, if it saves one life because we get one drunk off the street, it's worth it. They've set them up for other reasons too. I've seen in California they even have set them up to catch anyone who's committing any wildlife hunting violations. But see, here's my problem. There's a thing in the Constitution called the Fourth Amendment. Unreasonable search and seizure of your person and properties without probable cause. What that means for people who don't know any better is there's 1,000 people in town. Over here's Mr. Ed Johnson. You have to be able to say, you, Ed Johnson, I have reason to believe that you have committed this particular crime because of some level of evidence that we have. Therefore, I have a probable cause that a crime has been committed by you. Now, I am justified in searching you and your property. Okay? Now, cities have tried to claim that it is constitutional, but they can claim whatever they want. It's not constitutional. It's not just, and it's not right. I like to call them communist checkpoints. The method that they're using is an old communist method. You go back to old communist Germany, communist Russia. People didn't have a guarantee of their freedoms, and at any point, anytime, any place, the powers that be could just come up to you, stop. I need to see your papers. Okay, boys, go through all their stuff. Let's see, let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can find anything. So in the old communist countries, like I said, there was no guarantee of your liberties. Anyone who stopped anywhere for no reason whatsoever, and they would thoroughly go through everything. And it was oppressive, it was basically a lack of freedom, okay? Now, you come here to America, and they're doing the exact same thing, okay? And then you get this ignorant argument, well, if you haven't done anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. Okay. If you haven't done anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. How about let's do this thing where at any random hour of the day, 6 or 7 policemen with AR-15s knock on your front door, and they drag you and your wife and your 3 kids out of the house, and they make you wait outside, and let's have them go through your house, room by room, go through all your drawers, look at all your personal stuff, and, maybe they can find something that shouldn't be there, and that's a great thing, because if it saves just one life, it's worth it, So, let's just have them, yank your liberties away, go through your house, and see if they can, I don't know, maybe perhaps find something that shouldn't be there. And we have no reason to believe that you've done anything wrong. We're just hoping that, maybe we can find something that, shouldn't be. Maybe they should go down to every house once a month on every street and, hopefully find something that shouldn't be there, okay? Anybody with half a brain knows that not having a guarantee of a certain amount of liberty against oppression is wrong. And you ain't going to give me the argument, well, there's drunk people on the streets and they kill people, so we got to do something to stamp it out. Yeah, it is true there are drunk people on the streets. And yeah, it is true you got to do something to stamp it out. You cannot trample on everyone's freedom in the hope to catch one bad guy. Okay? That's what our government does on a federal level too, like with the NSA, with the spying on it and everybody's communications. Well, some people are doing bad, so let's just yank everybody's freedom away from them. This country was founded with a constitution. It was founded with a certain list of guaranteed rights. The whole reason for a constitution was so that we can live in a land where people are free from being oppressed. People are free to live their life as long as they're not hurting anyone. We were tired of being oppressed in England, so, if people don't like our Constitution, people don't like the fact that we're the freest country in the history of planet Earth, people don't like the fact that we're in a place where you can walk around feeling comfortable, that you're not heavily oppressed, you don't feel like an animal that's trapped, that has no right to, to live its life, okay? If you don't like that we got a system like that, what are you doing here? Go to some communist country and live, okay? I'm 100% against the communist checkpoints, okay? I'm not buying into that. If you haven't done anything wrong, you don't have anything to worry about. Some people's brains just can't understand the concept that the powers that be shouldn't be able to do anything they want to anyone at any point in time at free will when you haven't even done anything wrong. It's one of the things that made us, the reason nobody flocks to Guatemala to have a better life, to flee oppression, to have the liberties to live their life and have hope and get somewhere. Nobody flees to China or Russia. Every planet on the country, where do they go? Because they can have a better life. They can have freedom to live their life and not be oppressed. They come to America. You take that away from America, and then what do you got? Okay? Now, like I said, it's not an anti-police, anti-law enforcement statement. If you're law enforcement and your superiors, your higher up, tell you, we're going to set up a checkpoint on this street and we're going to do this or that, you're not going to say, I refuse to go along with what you want me to do. I'm morally opposed to it. You're going to get nowhere fast in your career. You pretty much, got to do what they need you to do when you're law enforcement. So, my message to law enforcement, I guess you can't tell your superiors, you're not going to do this task, you're not going to do that task, but wake up and think. Don't just think, I'm not telling you to go against your superiors, but think about what you're doing. Think about how it's 100% imitating the old communist countries. And think about how it's not right, okay? Anybody with a normal humanity inside them knows that being oppressed, having your liberties stripped away when you haven't even been accused of doing anything wrong, they know that that's not correct, okay? This is Eagle Al. I got plenty more videos coming, so stay tuned and thanks for watching.